One of the biggest issues that are going to dominate the United Nations General Assembly this coming week is the state of Palestine and whether it should be recognized as an independent state. Britain, that is the United Kingdom, and France plan to do so. And this obviously is going to upset the United States of America as well as the nation of Israel. This even as President William Ruto seeks to push for reforms in the financial ecosystem governing the world transactions. We have details lined up for you. Welcome to Sunday Express. Here are tonight's highlights.
It's beginning to tie up, and the Kenyans going to do it. What an upset, what a story. Oh my word.
Lilian Odira cements Kenya's second position with a 7th gold haul as the World Athletics Championships ends in Tokyo. Mob lynches man who killed his father in Kisii County. And President William Ruto to push for global financial system reforms at the 80th UN General Assembly in New York. Byron Abuli is our sign language interpreter. My name is John Jacob Kioria. You're very much welcome to the broadcast. And of course, we start off with the good news so far. And Lilian Odira won a gold medal for Kenya on the last day of the World Athletics Championship in Japan as Kenya finished Tokyo 2025 in second position with a whopping 7 gold medals. Odira grabbed the gold in a race where defending champion Mary Moraa, who finished 7th, while Sarah Moraa narrowly missed out on a medal, finishing 4th in the tulip race. Team Kenya departs from Tokyo with an additional 2 silver and 2 bronze medals for a total of 11 medals.
Defending champion Mary Moraa, Lilian Odira and Sarah Moraa all lined up for the final of the women 800 meters, but it was Odira who came out on top, coming from way behind to win the race in a championship record time of 1 minute, 54.62 seconds. Sarah Moraa finished 4th, while Mary Moraa 7th.
Since 1983 has gone. It was too fast on the first lap. Odira waited, she waited, and she struck at just the perfect time. That was a race for the ages, and it's Lilian Odira who goes away as the champion.
Matthew Kipsang, the only Kenyan in the 5,000 meters, missed out on a medal on the final day as he crossed the line in 11th position in the race won by Cole Hawker of the United States.
From Hawker, but Gressier, with 60 meters left to go with the men's 5,000 meter World Championships. Cole Hawker gets the redemption following his disqualification in the 1500. Hawker wins it for Kameli. Gressier on the podium again.
Hawker timed it to perfection, as he did against Inga Britson and Josh Kerr.
After completion of the championship, United States topped the medal table with 26 medals, 16 gold, 5 silver and 5 bronze, while Canada finished 3rd with 5 medals, 3 gold, 1 silver and a bronze.
Who's got the heart? Who's got the belief? Brilliant run from Batacleti, Chebet and Kipyegon, and Chebet's going to do it. The only title missing from her collection. She's becoming an all-time great. Chebet does the 5-10 double.
Kenya's other 6 gold medals were won by Beatrice Chebet, who won 2 in the 10,000 meters and 5,000 meters, Faith Kipyegon in the 1,500 meters, Perez Jepchirchir in the women's marathon, Emmanuel Wanyonyi in the 800 meters, and Faith Cherotich in the steeplechase. Kipyegon and Dorcas Ewoi were the 2 silver medalists in the 5,000 meters and 1,500 meters respectively, while the bronze medals were won by Reynold Cheriot in the 1,500 meters and Edmund Serem in the steeplechase. It was an improvement from the last edition in Budapest 2023, where Kenya only collected 3 gold, 3 silver and 4 bronze for a total of 10 medals, finishing 5th overall. Buckley Feather, Sunday Express.
And the medal count was not yet done because Sebastian Sawe and Rosemary Wanjiru delivered a Kenyan double as they emerged the winners of the 51st Berlin Marathon on Sunday afternoon in Germany. Sawe clocked 2 hours, 2 minutes and 18 seconds for his second career world major marathon win after winning the London Marathon in April this year. Frederick Mwoki has details.
She's now dropped the likes of Dera Dida.
2024 Valencia and this year's London Marathon champion Sebastian Sawe continued the show of brilliance in the long-distance run as the 51st edition of Berlin Marathon was held Sunday afternoon in Germany. The 30-year-old fell off of world record pace, winning the Berlin Marathon in 2 hours, 2 minutes, 16 seconds. Akiri Akasaki of Japan finished second in 2 hours, 06 minutes, 15 seconds, with Simdesa Debele of Ethiopia clocking 2 hours, 06 minutes, 57 seconds to finish third.
It's 3 out of 3 for Sebastian Sawe. The Kenyan is on top of the world once again. The 51st edition of the BMW Berlin Marathon has another superstar on its list of winners. Sawe there crosses the line unofficially in 2:02.18. We shall see what is given as the official winning time.
Meanwhile, 2023 Tokyo Marathon champion Rosemary Wanjiru showcased her athletic prowess and determination to put Kenya into global glory, winning the ladies' race in 2 hours, 21 minutes, 04 seconds. Ethiopia duo of Dera Dida and Azmera Gebru finishing the second and third positions, timing 2 hours, 21 minutes, 08 seconds and 2 hours, 21 minutes, 28 seconds respectively. Another Kenyan, Viola Jepto, finished fourth. Frederick Mwoki for Sunday Express.
Familiar with? It was the Kenyan.
Nothing beats the sound of that national anthem being played in the international podium. Now to some sad news, a 30-year-old man in Inani village of Nyamache sub-county, Kisii County, has been lynched by angry residents after he killed his 80-year-old father under unclear circumstances. The deceased's wife, Esther Mora, said she had gone to buy medicine, and when she came back, she found her 80-year-old husband, James Obuaya, writhing in pain from injuries. Meanwhile, police in Gitwamba village of Kiambu County are investigating an incident where a man stabbed his cousin to death after an argument over, guess what, the result of the Manchester United and Chelsea match.
Anger, grief and uncertainty is hovering above Inani village. Nyamache sub-county of Kisii County, following the murder of the 80-year-old James Obuaya.
Tunalima kwa samba, tulisikia nduru. Tukifika hapo, tulipata kijana amesaa kufa. Tuliuliza hiyo kesi, tuliambiwa ati alikatakata papa yake, watu wakamkimbilia na yeye akakufa.
Esther Mora is a traumatized old woman. She helplessly watched her husband literally die from injuries inflicted by his own son.
Kisa tafanyika saa 1 ya usiku. Kijana yangu anapika papa yake. Atamuoga.
Mora herself is nursing a broken limb. She says her efforts to seek help from the neighbors to take James to hospital were thwarted as the son threatened anyone who tried to come to his father's rescue. The irate residents took the law into their hands and leaned him before setting his house on fire.
Serikali acha hiyo mtoto asiku saa hii. Walimpeleka hiyo kwa mochari nani ataenda kumchukua? Tunataka tuendelee masisi ya papa yake.
According to the residents, this is not the first time the son, identified as Ongori, has committed murder. He was put behind bars in March this year for allegedly killing his brother.
Huyu kijana nilimusikia chusi alipiga ndugu yake akakufa. Alipelekwa kwa prison, alikaa huko kwa muda mrefu, tena akarudi hapa, tena alifanya kesi nyingine akafunja mama mkono.
Elsewhere, police in Gitwamba village, Kiambu County, are investigating an incident where a man stabbed his cousin to death after they argued about the Manchester United vs Chelsea football match. Eyewitnesses say the two were watching the game in a drinking joint on Saturday evening when an argument ensued between them before James Mbugua stabbed Stephen Mathia Njoroge with a knife. Family members say the suspect had been chaotic since morning when he began by slashing his mother's bananas.
Ikatokea tu hawakuchokosana, venye watu wanasema hawakuwa na vita hata kidogo. Ni watu marafiki, juu ni watu wa boma moja. Watu walistukia tu. Huyu Mbugua anaitwa Mbugua Njeri, James Mbugua Njeri. Watu wamestukia tu amemdunga huyo Madhea.
Tilio Marco for Sunday Express.
Of course, this coming week, we'll see the commencement of the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly, commonly known as UNGA, and President William Ruto is already in New York to attend that session. During the high-level meeting of world leaders, the President will reaffirm Kenya's commitment to multilateralism, advocate for reforms of the global financial system, and call for the fair access to development finance for developing countries.
President William Ruto will participate in the Committee of 10 Summit, where he will champion the Africa's position on UN Security Council reform and emphasize cooperation in achieving sustainable development goals. The president will also push for reforms of the United Nations to make it more inclusive and to address global peace and security challenges. During the period, Kenya is expected to host a high-level side event on Haiti to share lessons learned since the deployment of troops under the Multinational Security Support Mission. As the chairperson of the Africa Union's Committee of Heads of States on Climate Change, President William Ruto will convene deliberations to consolidate Africa's position and rally leaders ahead of COP30 in Brazil. Gisho Kiwashira, Sunday Express.
In the meantime, the Kenya Publishers Association has given an assurance that grade 10 textbooks will be ready ahead of the schools reopening in January of 2026. The publishers say distribution will run between October and December of 2025, even as they call on the government to fast-track payments owed to all suppliers.
The Kenya Publishers Association has allayed fears of delay in the supply of grade 10 textbooks.
We have the capacity to supply all those learning areas, the capacity to supply all the copies needed in the country, all the copies for private schools, and all the copies for public schools.
But the publishers are warning that delayed government payments, currently amounting to about 3 billion shillings, could affect seamless distribution.
We are optimistic that this payment will be settled in time to enable us supply books for grade 10 in a seamless way, so that come January 2026, all schools in Kenya will have books for grade 10.
The association is also calling for the scrapping of the 16% VAT on books to cushion parents and make learning materials more affordable.
It is therefore incumbent upon us as the Kenya Publishers Association to urge the government to consider scrapping VAT on books as a deliberate policy intervention.
Piracy remains another thorn in the industry, with publishers saying they lose up to 250 million shillings annually to counterfeit learning materials.
We work very closely with the Kenya Copyright Board, KECOBO, as well as the Anti-Counterfeit Authority, ACA, to protect copyright, to protect intellectual property. At the same time, we work closely with the National Police. But as the Kenya Publishers Association, we have gone a step further. We have retained the services of private investigators.
The 26th edition of the Nairobi International Book Fair, scheduled for September 24th to 28th, 2025, will create resilience in the publishing sector under the theme Inspiring Readers, Shaping Futures.
As players in the book industry, we preach the gospel of strengthening our country's reading culture.
Publishers say they have invested heavily in digital learning solutions and green initiatives, including tree planting programs, as they position themselves for a sustainable future. Doreen Arange for Sunday Express.
To some politics now. Vincent Chemitei will fly UDA's flag in the Baringo senatorial by-elections scheduled for November 27th after winning the party primaries held on Saturday. KANU's Gideon Moi is also said to be eyeing the seat, and this as Malava constituency parliamentary aspirant Ryan Malulu Injedi says the UDA party primaries were not free and fair. ODM primaries in Kasipul are slated for Wednesday, as Giverson Minor now reports.
The ruling party UDA on Saturday completed party primaries for the Baringo senatorial seat and the Malava parliamentary seat ahead of the November 27th by-elections.
Kiprono Cherbet is the winner of the day.
Vincent Chemitei of Muchongoi Ward, Baringo South, was announced as the flag bearer after garnering 40,791 votes to defeat Wycliffe Kipsang Tobole, who got 30,897 votes, while Daniel Kipto finished third with 23,613 votes.
I want to congratulate our party, led by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya, for allowing democratic and free and fair election nomination. We are very grateful and we are proud of our president, we are proud of our party.
However, UDA's Ryan Malulu Injedi, who lost the UDA ticket to David Ndakwa in the Malava constituency party primaries, accused Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi of interference, saying the primaries were not free and fair.
Nini hiki kubwa ilikufanya wakuja hapa kutatiza siasa hii ya Malava? Kura ambayo rais amesema watu wa Malava wachague wenyewe. Nini likutuma? Wakina Buchichi, najua. Watu wote wanasema huyu alikuwa anaonekana kila mtu anatembea na muona.
This tension is said to be mounting in Kasipul constituency, Homa Bay County, as claims of planned interference were raised by a section of aspirants, including Newton Ogada, Dr. Adel Ottoman, and George Otieno.
If you are trying to steal our votes, try it somewhere else, not Kasipul, or else we are going to refuse, we are going to deny, and we are going to tell you the party does not belong to you, but to the people of this constituency.
We also want to know where the tallying center is. We also want to know who the returning officer is. All the aspirants must be involved and must be kept updated with clean and genuine and truthful information.
We are hearing about people going around with a list of POs. We, as the stakeholders in Kasipul, we strongly condemn such lists, and we are going to speak to the commission. Should need be, we are going to even petition the commission so that our voices are heard.
Giverson Minor, Sunday Express.
In yet some other developments in politics in Tana River County, Senator Danson Mungatana has urged the DCP party leader Rigathi Gachagua to focus on development-oriented politics rather than fueling political conflicts in the country. Elsewhere, Machakos Deputy Governor Francis Mwangangi has accused a section of Kamba political leaders of being used by the Kenya Kwanza government to sway the community from Wiper party leader Kalonzo Musyoka. Our political reporter Gishoke Washira has more on this and other political stories.
Speaking in Tana River County, Senator Danson Mungatana accused DCP party leader Rigathi Gachagua of engaging in divisive politics instead of selling his development plan. According to the senator, confrontational politics cannot solve the challenges facing the citizens.
Hivyo ndio Gachagua yuko akisimama, ukimuuliza huyo mbaya, wewe mpango wako ni nini? Hasemi, hana mpango. Ukimuuliza mpango ni nini? One time.
In Machakos County, Deputy Governor Francis Mwangangi took a swipe at Ukambani MPs allied to the Kenya Kwanza government, accusing them of being used to antagonize Kalonzo Musyoka's presidential ambition. The Deputy Governor questioned the source of monies being ditched as handouts at the State House.
Nimeona hapa kuna pesa inabebwa na magunia. Inatembea huku, hata hii Momboni tulikuwa na huyo kijana hapo na Mnyaka. Tunaambiwa wamebeba fedha nyingi na wanasema watakuja kununua. Yaani sisi wale watu wa eneo hili tumekuwa watu wa kununuliwa. Sasa hapo mjue tutafanya nini?
Meanwhile, former Bungoma County Governor Wycliffe Wangamati is accusing Ford Kenya leadership of fueling political intolerance in Kabuchai ahead of ward by-elections scheduled for November.
Lakini you made a statement jana kwa matanga. Ukasema kura ikifika watu wengine watahama hii Kenya waende Uganda. I want to tell Mheshimiwa Moses Masika Wetangula, don't use threats, don't use violence, we will not buy. Hatutakubali wewe kuanza kuthreaten watu hapa Bungoma.
Wangamati called on Kabuchai residents to remain calm and peaceful. Gishu Kiwashira, Sunday Express.
A report by Gishu Kiwashira takes us to a very fast breather right here on Sunday Express. Don't go too far. We're coming back with more news, including the latest development. Of course, a big headway made by Kemri, and we'll be telling you what is their latest invention. Don't go too far.
Every glass of milk tells a story of care, quality, and goodness from the farm to your table. At the Kenya Dairy Board, we ensure that every drop you drink is fresh, safe, and wholesome from licensed dairy business operators you can trust. Milk is nature's pure gift, packed with calcium for strong bones, protein for growth, and vitamins to keep you healthy and active. Always look for dairy products permitted by the Kenya Dairy Board, KDB, your guarantee for safe and quality milk and dairy products. From our children to our adults, from breakfast to bedtime, the goodness of milk powers every moment. The Kenya Dairy Board, world-class dairy regulator committed to quality, safety, and national pride.
Looking to advertise on KBC? KBC announcement services are now available on eCitizen. Visit kbc.ecitizen.go.ke and fill out the online application form. It's simple. 1. Complete the form. 2. Upload required documents. 3. Receive a quotation based on word count. And 4. Get notified via SMS when your announcement is ready. Please note, clearly indicate the type of announcement, service station, and all relevant details. 2. All applications must be made online only. Manual submissions will not be accepted. And 3. Announcements will air after news bulletins. For assistance, reach us on email ecitizen@kbc.co.ke or use our social media handles, Facebook, your Facebook account, and X at your X account. Or you can call us on 0723 892 654 or 0734 780 124. KBC announcements. Simple, fast, and digital.
Welcome back. You're watching Sunday Express. Now, science from the Kenya Medical Research Institute, KEMRI, have helped make a major discovery about how one of Africa's main malaria mosquitoes, Anopheles phonestes, is changing to survive efforts to control it. The research, led by the Wellcome Sanger Institute and partners in 18 African countries, shows how new genetic changes in Anopheles phonestes make it harder to fight it.
Kenya Medical Research Institute KEMRI scientists help collect and study hundreds of mosquito samples from across Africa. They looked at both recent mosquitoes collected between 2014 and 2018 and older ones dating back almost 100 years. The specimens gave researchers a clear picture of how the mosquito has been changing over time. Dr. Eric Ochomo, who led the Kenyan team, said knowing the genetics of Anopheles phonestes is key to improving how we fight malaria. The study also found that mosquitoes in equatorial Africa are closely connected, while others, like those in Ghana and Benin, are more unique. This explains why mosquito control methods sometimes work well in one place but fail in another. Researchers also discovered that insecticide resistance, first seen in the 1960s, has grown stronger, making it harder to kill the mosquito. Another important finding was that a genetic target for new mosquito control tools, known as gene drives, also exists in Anopheles fenestus. Malaria remains one of Africa's biggest health problems. In 2023, the World Health Organization reported over 569,000 malaria deaths in Africa. Because Anopheles fenestus lives longer and feeds mostly on human blood, especially during the day, it spreads malaria more efficiently than many other mosquito species. KEMRI Acting Director General Professor Elijah Songok lauded the collaboration, noting that in the significance of how teamwork between African scientists and global partners can save lives. Mariambo reporting for Sunday Express.
Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer has announced that the UK will recognise the Palestinian state in what represents a change in government policy. And in a video statement on X, the Prime Minister said the UK is acting to keep alive the possibility of peace and a two-state solution. Back here in Nairobi, thousands peacefully marched in solidarity with the Palestinian people, who they say are undergoing untold suffering and Israel's occupation.
Through his X account, Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer announced the United Kingdom's recognition of a Palestinian state.
We are acting to keep alive the possibility of peace and a two-state solution. That means a safe and secure Israel alongside a viable Palestinian state.
The decision has drawn fierce criticism from the Israeli government and some conservatives who say recognition will endanger their existence and serve as a diplomatic gift for Hamas, a statement which the Prime Minister has dismissed.
This solution is not a reward for Hamas because it means Hamas can have no future, no role in government, no role in security.
Australia and Canada also announced formal recognition of the state of Palestine on Sunday, with Portugal expected to follow. In Nairobi, Kenya, thousands kicked off a peaceful march with rallying calls for a free Palestine. From riders to foot soldiers and those on board vehicles. The protesters began the march here and proceeded all the way to Uhuru Park, where they joined other Kenyans who had converged there for the event. Here, Muslim leaders and human rights defenders called for an end to what they termed as genocide being carried out by Israel and Palestinians.
It breaks the conscience of humanity that anyone with a bit of humanity in his soul should be able to express, solidarity with the people of Gaza.
There is thousands of tons of foodstuff, both children's food, medical drugs, and a lot of other facilities like water and other things. It's being blocked.
We say that all citizens across the world must be engaged in this cause. This is the single cause of our generation.
The young ones weren't left out either in their call for peace and the maintenance of the universal values that bind together the global family.
We stay here while they can't sleep, they don't have parents, they're starved to death. And you don't have to be Muslim to support Palestine, you just have to be human.
The smallest thing we can do is just show solidarity, prayers, and make sure that we show up for them.
So anything we can do for them, whether it's financially, whether it's creating awareness, we're here to support them, and we hope for a free Palestine one day in the future.
Statements echoed by those who participated in the march, who called for more awareness on the struggles of Palestinians under Israel.
So we stand with our brothers in Palestine, we stand with humanity, and we are here so that we can show support. And if other people fail them, then the Kenyans, Muslims and Christians, have not failed them to fight for the humanity.
It is not okay to watch children being bombed. It is not okay to watch an entire country, an entire generation being wiped off, as we're seeing on TV.
A symbolic tree planting exercise was conducted after a fundraising, with the funds collected here expected to fund food and medical aid in Palestine. The United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, UNICEF and World Health Organization recently highlighted the extreme urgency for an immediate and full-scale humanitarian response to curb hunger-related deaths as hundreds of thousands of people go without food for days. Yusuf reporting for Sunday Express.
You expect, obviously, that it will be a very much heated United Nations General Assembly. Israel is expected to make its own case regarding why Palestine should not get that recognition. But then again, when they have France and the United Kingdom backing them, that definitely tilts the matrix. And obviously it is going to anger the United States of America. But then again, we'll see how that pans out in terms of how the conversation will be steered. And now, a family in Riana ward of Bonchari constituency in Kisii County is in distress after being unable to bury their kin, whose body has been lying at the city mortuary in Nairobi County for over a year. The family says they got to know of their kin's demise through a clan elder who informed them the deceased was among unidentified bodies at the mortuary, whose cause of death had been recorded as hit and run.
At this home in Bokoma village, Bonchari constituency, a somber mood hovers. Agnes Angwenyi tells of how she first lost contact with her son before learning of his death a year later.
Alikaa huko kazi hata mwaka moja hivi, tulikuwa tunawasiliana, lakini hapo katikati mawasiliano ilikuwa inaenda tu, pati alikuwa ananiambia simu ndio ilikuwa inapotea. Kwa miezi michache tunaendelea kuongea naye. Ikafika mwezi wa 7 ndio hiyo mawasiliano kapotea. Vile ilipotea mimi nikafikiria ni hiyo simu ilipotea.
The news that Alex Angwenyi, the firstborn of 7 children, was no more was delivered to the family by a village elder.
Akanijulisha ya kwamba kuna watu waligonga na gari mwaka uliopita, hawakukuwa na vitambulisho, ndio wakapelekwa mochel, city mochel, ndio wakaenda wakafanywa kutibiwa, lakini hawakupona. Vile walitoa fingerprint kutafuta hao watu wajulikane kama ni wakina nani, ndio walipata huyu mmoja, ni kijana yangu mwenye anaitwa Alex Mugaka.
Since then, everything changed. The light in the house perhaps not bright enough to lighten the burden of losing a breadwinner.
Huzunika sana tangu tusikie hili jambo. Ripoti ilikuja juzi, bili imeenda juu ya hospitali na ya mochari inaelekea 1500.
Wanisaidie kwa hiyo mwili kufika hapa nyumbani, kwa sababu sina kesi yoyote, kwa sababu gari hiyo yenye wanasema ilimgonga mimi siijui, tena siwezi kufuatilia kwa sababu hiyo mtu simjui. Naomba wanisaidie, kitu mimi nahitaji kama mzazi ni kunisaidia hiyo mwili ifike nyumbani.
Alex was 35 years old at the time of his demise. The pain of his untimely death is unbearable for Agnes.
Mara ya kwanza walikuwa 7, huyo wa 7 alitangulia kukufa. Na yeye hiyo kesi ilikuwa hivyo, alikufia Eldoret. Na hiyo nikasukuma ndiye ikafanya vitu nilikuwa naye, mali nilikuwa naye, niliuza yote ndio nikabaki bure. Nikaendelea kusukuma mpaka nikamleta nikamzika hapa.
Tunaomba Simbarati mheshimiwa wetu Njoke na Victor na wengine wako kwa vitu vya vyote kwa serikali, mtusaidie.
Ana kitu ya kukula hapa nyumbani, atoki kwenda kutafuta, ako nyumbani. Watoto walikuwa shuleni, wako nyumbani. Kwa hivyo huyu mama ako na shida. Tafadhali naomba viongozi saidia huyu mama ili aweze kuzika kijana yake.
The family is now banking on the goodwill of well-wishers to assist them. Contributions can be sent to Agnes Kerubo via M-Pesa phone number 0706 511 060. Kamchemenza for Sunday Express.
2 dormitories and property of unknown value were destroyed by a night fire at the Taremi Boys Secondary School in Kabuchai constituency in Bungoma County. Parents have accused the school's administration of withholding information about their children's safety and the extent of damage. Details in our County News Roundup.
A section of parents who turn up at Teremi Boys Secondary School in Kabuchai constituency in Bungoma County on Sunday morning after a night fire burned down 2 dormitory faulted the institution's management for not giving them information about the incident.
Hakuna mtu ambaye ametuongelesha, wanatuambia tu tungoje. Tujaelewa watoto wako safe namna gani.
Elsewhere, teachers in Kakamega County have added their voice to calls for autonomy of junior secondary school GSS, decrying frustration from the primary schools where they are domiciled. In Kakamega County, job seekers are seeking employment abroad are urged to use only registered agency as safety precaution. Authorities warn that rogue recruits put workers at risk and advise the use of accredited agencies which work with vetted employers.
You are not supposed to go out there and work with a visitor's visa. So once you use a visitor's visa or you use the long method to go and work out there, at the end of the day you will have a distress.
Meanwhile, both indigenous and scientific weather forecasts show Kajiado County will receive below average rainfall over the next 3 months, an indication of impending drought. Previous droughts left families struggling and wiped out livestock, with fears that the coming season could be just as harsh. Elsewhere, Homa Bay County, a woman member of the National Assembly Joyce Osongo Bensuda has urged the government to reintroduce the school feeding program to boost enrollment and attendance.
I'm calling upon the government to ensure that school feeding program is implemented. Amen. Whether through grants, whether through what, these children must feed in school.
And Kenya Wildlife Service and environment conservation stakeholders joined the rest of the world in marking the International Coastal Oceans Cleanup in Malindi, Kilifi County to sensitize members of the public and tourists on the importance of keeping the oceans clean.
We see that there is great improvement due to awareness which was created and even the different stakeholders participating in cleanup activities. Today we are seeing that the beach is not that dirty.
Finally, in Moranga County, a section of residents of Kangangu village in the Kimorori-Wempa area of Maragua constituency have been suffering from diarrhea, vomiting and stomach aches after drinking water from the Mukawa River where a hippopotamus died 6 weeks ago.
Tunaomba mtusaidie kwa sababu tuna shida iko sana ya kukurwa na tumbo na kichwa, kutapika na kuhara.
Currently ongoing in Arizona is the memorial service for the United States of America's conservative activist, that is Charlie Kirk. And according to the BBC, those paying tribute on stage will include the wife, that is Erika Kirk, U.S. President Donald Trump, Vice President J.D. Vance, and members of the Trump administration. Security remains heightened for the event. Kirk was shot and killed while speaking at a university event in Utah on the 10th of September.
Reports indicate that crowds started arriving at the State Farm Stadium in Arizona, where the memorial is taking place as early as before sunrise, close to 4 hours before the start of the event. People occupied the 73,000 capacity stadium on a first-come, first-served basis. However, those who have not managed to attend the memorial in person, it is being streamed live via the activist social media account. Charlie Kirk is a well-known figure in America's right-wing political sphere. He was shot and killed while speaking at a university event in Utah on 10th September. According to BBC, a 22-year-old Tyler Robinson has been charged with the murder. His death prompted widespread reactions from the current administration. Organizers of the memorial have asked that attendees to wear red, white or blue colors reflecting the colors of the American flag.
Unaona nafanya nini?
Mambo boss.
Baba yako ndiye amekutuma ukuje ujifundishe kazi mapema.
Lesha, mimi ni mfupi wa mwili lakini wewe ni mfupi wa akili.
Katunge.
This is prosperous.
Wewe wajana na mambo ya plausible as new year bado.
It is very disrespectful kuniweka kwa group ya WhatsApp bila kuniconsult.
Shukaini hicho pesa yako na matatizo yako mwakule na watu wenu. Nataka kuoa.
Ngaigwani ni nini imebanyika?
Ni mambo ya mokaka anaenda kuoa.
Kwani wewe hujui?
Wacha nipatie bwana harusi usukani aendeleze hapo kwingine.
Naomba mmoja wetu atuombe. Wewe unaenda wapi?
And welcome. It is time for the latest from the sports world. We begin with football, where the Kenya national under-20 women's soccer team Rising Starlets were held to a 1-0 draw by Ethiopia in the first leg of the second round of the 2026 FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup qualifier played today in Addis Ababa at Abebe Bikila Stadium. Starlets were first to find the back of the net despite missing several chances in the first half. A goalkeeping error, however, brought the host back into the game as they levelled to earn a crucial draw heading into the second leg, which will be played next Sunday here in Nairobi at Ulinzi Sports Complex. The winner of the two legs will cruise through to the third round of the qualifiers. The 2026 FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup will be played from the 5th to 27th of September in Poland. Only 4 teams from Africa will qualify for the finals.
Started off well. We had our chances mostly in the first half, but second half kidogo tukakuja tukaingiza kwa game, tumeconcede juu ya mistake yetu, but of course the players have given their best.
Kila kitu ilikuwa advantage kwao, but ilikuwa disadvantage. Sema ilikuwa disadvantage kwetu juu tukawe, but I thank God tulifunga first goal, but naweza sema it was bad to us. Ikishaisha tu waka equalize.
And the Cricket Kenya T20 League set for November this year will go on as planned, and Chairman Manoj Patel will continue sitting at the helm of Cricket Kenya. This was some of the resolutions made today by the Cricket Kenya Council in a special general meeting held here in Nairobi. The position of Vice Chairperson, however, remains vacant.
The Cricket Kenya Council held a special general meeting today in Nairobi to resolve some of the pending issues that have affected the daily running of Cricket Kenya.
The council has approved the AOS T20 tournament, which was marred with confusion even after consenting to the tournament to go on. Resolution: the council members have now approved and gave blessings to the said tournament to go on, and likewise gave mandates to the board to make preparations for the AOS T20 tournament to proceed.
The council in its meeting resolved that the dismissal of Chairman Manoj Patel had no basis and he will remain the legitimate chairman of the federation.
The said vote of no confidence is null, void, and of no legal effect whatsoever. The elected chairman, Mr. Manoj Patel, remains the legitimate chair of Cricket Kenya.
The council also declared vacant the positions of all nominated board members and appointed an interim CEO to take immediate control of all federation operations.
His mandate shall include, and not limited to, A, taking immediate control of all federation operations, assets, records, and bank accounts; B, securing assets of the federation officers and assets by legal means if necessary; C, ensuring staff disciplinary and accountability, and initiating the process of securing a substantive CEO.
Elections for the vice chairperson of the federation were, however, not conducted, with the independent electoral panel to run the election process expected to be appointed by the council by next month.
The council mandates the appointment of a new truly independent IIP within the next 30 days. This panel will be solely responsible for conducting free, fair, and credible election for the office of the vice chairman in strict compliance with the Constitution.
In addition, a disciplinary committee will be formed to investigate the allegations, afford the accused persons a fair hearing, and report its findings and recommendations to the council.
And away from cricket to running now, where 21,000 participants have so far registered to feature in the 22nd edition of the Standard Chartered Nairobi Marathon, which will be held on 26th of October at Uhuru Gardens. Local organizing committee chair David Mwindi, who was speaking during the final warm-up race that was staged at Karura Forest on Sunday morning, say they target to register 30,000 participants. Lampard Mutuku won the 21-kilometer race during the warm-up, which attracted close to 1,500 participants. The annual Standard Marathon aims to raise funds for Future Makers, a global initiative that empowers young people.
Mpango ya kwenda abroad, hata kwa sahii mazoezi yangu nafanyia Ngong Hills. Kwa hivyo nimejiandaa sahii, nimefanya marathon kadhaa. So it's not the first time. Nimekuwa kwa game for a long time.
I did the 5 kilometers. My target was to do under 20 minutes in the 5 kilometers. I don't know my time, but I hope I've done well.
We don't restrict. As long as they are coming not expecting money at the finish, everyone is welcome. Yeah, and we have some elites who have run this race as well, and some people have really done well. Some people have really run super fast for the half marathon. I think the first guy ran in 1 hour 6 minutes.
The biggest target for us is to raise money for our Future Makers program. So over the years, over the 22 editions, we've raised a lot of money with a lot of community impact. And if you recall, the way this marathon started, the first program we used to do was called Seeing is Believing, which was basically trying to help those people that are challenged from an eyesight perspective.
And the inaugural Nairobi Teachers Football Tournament kicked off on Sunday afternoon at the Nairobi West Prisons grounds. 11 Nairobi sub-county teams are taking part in the tournament, which is geared towards enhancing cohesion and mental wellness of teachers through sports. Kasarani teachers team thrashed Starehe 3-1, while Makadara claimed a 1-0 win over Dagoretti. Langacha's team claimed a 2-0 win over Mathare. The finals will be staged on the 5th of next month, with plans to make the tournament an annual event.
The idea behind this is we realized that our work relates with the learners, and we can be useful agents of peace in nurturing the learners to become people who can not only excel in academics but coexist in the society.
In partnership with the Nairobi Teachers Forum, we are here to ensure that actually what we tell the students is what we're also doing. Nairobi, Aman Club has the purpose of ensuring there's peaceful coexistence in the learning institutions, and in this learning institution we try to model the students.
Kama walimu tunashiriki kuweza kueneza talanta katika wanafunzi kwa wanafunzi muhula wa kwanza, muhula wa pili. Lakini muhula wa tatu tunapoelekea kufanya mitihani ya kitaifa, tumesema kwamba walimu waje pamoja.
And Kenya's remarkable performance at the just concluded World Athletics Championships in Tokyo has once again showcased the nation's unmatched prowess on the track. Now, from breathtaking victories to valuable lessons in defeat, Team Kenya displayed unwavering pride and determination. With a renewed commitment to supporting and nurturing athletic talent, the government has pledged even greater backing for future successes. Our reporter Aaron Marie now takes us through the inspiring journey of Kenya's athletic heroes and heroines, highlighting the enduring spirit that resonates in Tokyo.
From the streets of Eldoret to the hills of Iten, and from the dusty tracks of Kapsabet to the global stage of Tokyo, Kenya's heartbeat resonated across the world. This is the story of our athletic heroes and the unshakable Kenyan spirit in Tokyo. Beatrice Chebet conquered the 10,000 meters, clinching a title she had long pursued. Perez Jepchirchir reminded the world of a marathon legacy.
Beatrice Chebet was not to be denied decades from now, and the crowd will always be able to say,
Faith Kipyegon, unyielding and unstoppable, secured her 4th straight world title.
So now tied with the brilliant Ichimel Garouche.
This is the most important thing in the world that, women are coming up here. Look at how Kenyan women are doing in this championship. They're winning medals, and this is what we like to do, we love to do, and just, open our minds to know that what a man can do, a man can do.
Faith Cherotich, once a junior star, rose to world champion, rewriting steeplechase history.
An average water jump. In the end, that gave the youngster, Faith Cherotich, the advantage and the world title.
Lilian Odira, Kenya's middle distance sensation, stormed to victory in the women's 800 meters, clocking 1 minute 57.86 seconds to secure her first world championship title.
We thank God the title is back home because, Mary was the world champion, and our main aim was to retain the title back at home, and it has happened.
The men also made their mark with Emmanuel Wanyonyi claiming gold in the 800 meters. While 17-year-old Edmund Serem earned a bronze in the 3,000 meters steeplechase. Sadly, the men's marathon team fell short of the podium.
Silver for Kenya, and it's a brilliant bronze for Ben Patterson.
Behind every medal in a village, a coach, and a nation that believes. In Tokyo, the medals sparkled, but back home, the true gold was unity. Across marketplaces, schools, homes, and media, Kenyans united to cheer their own. It was a reminder that the Kenyan spirit isn't measured in medals alone, but in courage, unity, and hope. From the highlands of Rift Valley to the Olympic stadiums in Tokyo, Kenya's heartbeat was felt in every race. This is the journey of triumph, heartbreak, and unyielding resilience, the story of athletic heroes and the spirit that unites a nation. Reporting for KBC Channel 1, I'm Aaron Marie.
Well done, Aaron, there. Indeed, Kenya did put a cap on the 20th edition of the World Athletics Championship with that sparkling gold medal from the Lilian Odira. That indeed marks the end of our stories. But remember that also the Kenya Premier League entered week 1 today, where the Gor Mahia, record 21 Premier League champions, did lose to Bidco United by 0-0. And Shabana are top of the league with having thrashed APS Bomet by 4-2. But remember, also across the borders, and Arsenal just needed a last-breath equalizer to hold Manchester City to a 1-0 draw. Maybe I leave you that with the stories from Emirates Stadium, where Arsenal did draw with Manchester City by 1-1.
Union are a counter-attacking side. And when they get the chance, they shoot and they score if their name is Elias Ansah. Illich. Oh, that's clever. That's really good. Speed from Burke. Burke to make it 2! Brown played brilliantly against Galatasaray. It's gone in. Oh, he's going to claim that, isn't he? Can Uzun. Ansah wanted it to be, but he's marched through. Burke makes it 3 to take on a rather tricky Union side. Burke going for the hat-trick. It's a super finish. It's a super hat-trick. In. It's Can Uzun this time. Now they're looking for a penalty there. Last time these two sides played here, but he didn't save that one. Burkhardt has his first Frankfurt goal.
Of course, the action from the Bundesliga brings an end to sports tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Bernard Okumu. Thank you very much, Bernard, for the sports. Has been quite an injuring week, of course, for some teams, some happiness for others. And I think for Arsenal, quite a big one. Not really significant, but a big one, owing to the fact that they were being held, or rather they were being beaten at the Emirates Stadium. This is why we put a cap on Sunday Express. Thank you very much for joining us. Have yourself a fantastic weekend, and God bless you.
Got the fear of missing out? Want to keep up with all the latest entertainment news and latest celebrity gossip? From the latest rumors to popping events to the newest fashion trends, here is where you get all the tea or juice when it comes to entertainment, and you get it served on time. All that and so much more on Grapevine every single Monday only on KBC Channel 1. Remember, if you did not see it on Grapevine, then it most probably never happened.
From the depths of the sea to the heart of the land, Kenya's coastal region is transforming.
Hii barabara ikiisha ita create a very big impact.
Hapa kuna kazi ambazo zitawaboost, ambazo zitawaepusha na mabalaa ya huko nje ya kuiba, ukora.
In the framework of the 1 million acres that need to come under irrigation food production, this project is part of that.
Tunashukuru serikali sasa kutuletea mradi huu wa umeme na tupate mafriza tuweze kuweka samaki zetu badala ya kwenda kutoka baharini uvuke uende shimoni.
Through strategic national investments, lives are changing. Hope is rising and the promise of prosperity is being fulfilled.
Are you a talented artist? Or are you passionate about a topic you want to discuss? But money can be very hard to find for an upcoming artist. Don't worry, Studio Mashinani has got your back. Sign up on ajira.co.ke to book a session with your music and video producers across the country. Work on your music, jingles, spoken words, and even podcasts to realize your dream. All for free. Studio Mashinani, Radani Talent.
What if uchizi yako na watu wengi?
Magaidi waliingia kwa kijiji changu, wakaanza kuangaisha watu bila mimi Chifu Matata kufahamu lolote.
Nenda bana baave boss pe muranonda tawe fungua mlango. Wewe ni mgonjwa? Hapana.
Wakita nazivuna tunatimia ila najua.
What if uchizi yako na watu wengi?
Magaidi waliingia kwa kijiji changu, wakaanza kuangaisha watu bila mimi Chifu Matata kufahamu lolote.
Nenda bana baave boss pe muranonda tawe fungua mlango. Wewe ni mgonjwa?
Hapana.
Tunatambulika kwa mandhari yetu ya kuvutia,
tamaduni zetu, ukarimu wetu, vyakula vyetu, uchapakazi,
na pia kwa sauti tofauti za watangazaji wetu waliobobea.
Libengo niko hapa aka upcoming sponsor. Bila shaka hapa ni kama PDG, ma deep state pia vile cartels.
Tunaenzi talanta za pwani, tunakuza talanta za hapa kwetu nyumbani.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tuko mjengoni kama kawa na wanangu wengine wawili.
usikose kutegea 103.1 Pwani FM, stesheni ambayo itakupa fursa ya kupata uhondo kamili wa pwani na kuleta Wakenya pamoja.
Pwani FM, tafrija ya kipwani.
The world of governance is vast and can be alien to the ordinary man on the street.
Critical issues are going to be discussed.
From white papers to policy positions, it is easier to get lost in the labyrinth of words.
Inside Government takes you to key global metropolis where critical decisions are made and where policies are crafted.
We interview policymakers and senior government officials to highlight and enumerate government policies and projects. We take a deep dive into the underbelly of complex red tape to demystify policies across the country, across the world. Join me, O'Brien Kimani, on Inside Government, only on KBC Channel 1.
Got the fear of missing out? Want to keep up with all the latest entertainment news and latest celebrity gossip? From the latest rumors to popping events to the newest fashion trends, here is where you get all the tea or juice when it comes to entertainment, and you get it served on time. All that and so much more on Grapevine every single Monday only on KBC Channel 1. Remember, if you did not see it on Grapevine, then it most probably never happened.
Greetings in the name of the Most High Jah Rastafari. My good name is Marley Moses, the Positive Warrior, alongside...
Yes, sir, DJ D-Rage, the baddest. Each and every Wednesday from 10 p.m. on KBC Channel 1 TV.
Tunakuletea the biggest reggae party in 254 in a yard extra. Extra niceness of reggae music.
Extra dose of entertainment.
When the thing is nice,
we have to do it twice.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Kenya.
Wake up with Good Morning Kenya, the morning show that's got it all.
We dive deep into issues shaping our country.
Youth are a voice of a nation.
What is the next step for the young people?
Unpacking political landscape from Monday to Wednesday.
We discuss family matters.
It is very important to guard your relationship.
And for your health,
someone doesn't wake up and they become an addict. It's in stages.
We've got you covered each and every Tuesday at 9 a.m.
Every Wednesday, it's all about the viewpoint.
A day in politics is like 1,000 years.
Unpacking the biggest stories of the week, getting you insights and getting you ready for your day.
And the package is not yet done. I get to fix your Thursday with some entertainment. Entertainment Thursday, it is.
Good morning, Kenya.
We shape your day.
Good Morning Kenya, every weekday morning on KBC Channel 1.
Tushinde.com. Cheza safe, cheza smart. Gambling is addictive, not for persons under the age of 18 years.
Dosi amelala, sukuma moja. Wewe pia ndio muoga. Ndio maana Master Demi alikupita. Demi haiko nipita bwana. Mimi najaza entry ticket zangu. Wewe hata unajua namba ya kusenda. Sini star 419 has. Option. Ni Probox. Bwana finya hiyo kitu. Mfinye. Finya hiyo kitu. Nifinye. Finya hiyo kitu. Nifinye. Finya bwana.
Iko Probox kwa star 419 hash option 3. Fresh design na ni light commercial vehicle. Cargo space ni kubwa na kama haitoshi iko foldable back seat for more space. Kamera ni mbili mbele na kamera ni mbili nyuma. Injini yako ni 1500cc. Nguvu na picking guaranteed. Hii itakuserve whether ni familia, biashara, camping, ita come through.
Fungua gate. Fungua gate. Fungua gate. Fungua gate. Wewe, sasa ni saa ngapi unafungua hiyo gate?
Ni watchman alikuwa anatoka na gari yake.
Watchman? Ametoa gari wapi?
Ya wasi amesinda kwa star 419 hash.
Iko Probox kwa star 419 hash option 3.
Cheza safe, cheza smart. Gambling is addictive, not for persons under the age of 18 years.
Want to enjoy free-to-air digital TV with crystal clear quality? Here's how to get started with Signet. Step 1. If you have a smart TV, you're good to go. Next, connect the aerial to your TV. Now, do an auto search on your TV. Just follow the prompts on the screen. And that's it. You're now tuned in to Signet. Sit back and enjoy a wide range of free-to-air digital channels. For technical inquiries, call the Signet hotline on 0770 572 656.
Hello good people. Today Save a Life is in Tharaka Nithi, Chuka town. Tunazidi kubadilisha maisha in all the 47 counties. The last time nilikuwa hapa, nilikuwa na Ken Mureithi akiwa mgonjwa sana na cancer na tumor kubwa sana. But leo amekuwa declared cancer free. And this is what we are doing. We are indeed transforming lives. Personally, I'm humbled. I'm humbled kwa ile kazi tunafanya. Ile kazi tumeshikana kufanya. I know you are happy. I'm happy. The family is happy. The community is happy. And this is what we are doing. Tunazidi kubadilisha maisha Kenya nzima. Tuangalie tribe, race ama religion. So Ken is doing well na tunashukuru Mungu. Nakumbuka pia kuna mtoto mdogo Daniel alikuwa na tumor, tulipatana naye 3 years ago. Na kama tulitembea over I think 8 ama 10 hospitals. But alikuja kusaidika recently hapa Nairobi through Save a Life. And I want to thank you for walking this journey with us. May God bless you na Mungu akuzidishie. Leo pia nashukuru Mungu because leo tulikuwa na Ishmael akiwa mgonjwa sana. Na alikuwa anatuimbia vizuri sana. Na nikapromise Ishmael, kwanza kwa maombi, tukupeleka hospitali utapona. Na pia tutakusaidia kurecord your songs because you are talented. Today tunashukuru Mungu because tulimpeleka theater akafanywa surgery, amerecover, tulimpeleka studio na amerecord nyimbo zake za kwanza 2. And listen to this. This is a great testimony. Listen to this.
Shetani akipanga kulipepeta kama ngano, sitaogopa, sitahofu, nina imani nitashinda. Uimbaji Bwana ulinipa.
For me, I feel like shedding tears. This is amazing. For me, this is a miracle. This is a real miracle. Nakumbuka Ishmael akituimbia pale Gilgil, tunaenda kumuona. But today we are recording. In fact, we are not recording. To record wimbo kwa studio, leo tunafanya video shooting. And it's amazing. It's a great song. Personally, I'm humbled. I feel like crying. I'm saying that if this was my last shot kufanya kazi ya Mungu, I'm happy because it's a success. And I'm grateful. And this is what Save a Life is doing. And thank you for being part of this amazing initiative. May God bless you.
Hello guys, this is the Sagu na today I'm overjoyed. Inaitangwa aje extra joy kwa sababu ya historia Ishmael. Ishmael alikuwa na tumor hatari sana, lakini Mungu through Save a Life na Dr. Joseph Moremi aliweza kumsaidia akapona, na alikuwa na talent ya kuimba na tumempeleka studio akatoa wimbo, na leo tumefanya video shoot. Tumekuwa hapa Vixen, tumedance, and this is going to be one great hit. Tunaomba tu you share this video and fully support Ishmael, tuone akienda mbali kwa sababu Mungu ametenda, na tunasema keep supporting Save a Life. na Dr. Joseph Murimi, na service to humanity is service to God. Thank you so much.
Hello, Agimasa here, CEO DCM, Delight and Care Mentorship. And I'm here celebrating with Save a Life Community and CEO Dr. Murimi. This is amazing. We are here to celebrate Mr. Ishmael. Oh my God, I've seen Ishmael being lifted from one glory to another. He has been struggling with sickness, now he is healed, and today he is our newest gospel artist in Africa. Watch this.
Nawasalimu wa Kenya. Hii siku ya leo ilikuwa siku ya kipekee, siku ya kushuti nyimbo zangu za kwanza, ama kufanya shooting ya volume yangu ya kwanza, na nashukuru ya kwamba kwa msaada wa Dr. Murimi, Save a Life Community na wote wa Kenya ambao wamesimama na pamoja na mimi, ni kwa sababu yenu. Kwa hivyo nachukua fursa hii, nafasi ya kipekee kuwashukuru, kusema mbarikiwe sana, Mungu atende mema, awazidishie sana. Tumechukua video vizuri, tumechukua video shooting vizuri, na ina imani ya kwamba itakuwa ya kuvutia. Hivi karibuni mtajionea, mtajishuhudia na mtafurahia, maana hiyo ni kazi yenu. Asanteni, Mungu abariki Dr. Murimi, Save a Life na wote mna producer. Mungu abariki sana. Amen.
Sitahofu, ninaye imani nitashinda.
Tahiri ako na miaka 19 na hajatahiri, na kwa hivyo ninakuomba tafadhali tuweze kusimama na huyu mama na kuweza kumsaidia, kwa sababu wakati wewe unamsaidia, Mungu ataweza kukumbuka na kuweza kukubariki. Ya pili, ana miezi 8 hajalipa nyumba. Kwa hivyo mara nyingi anaambiwa ya kwamba atafukuzwa nyumba na nyumba itafungwa, lakini mama mwenye nyumba ni mvumilivu sana. Kwa hiyo miezi 8 hajawahi kumfukuza, lakini vile sasa inaendelea ni kama sasa hata patience yake inaanza kuwa questionable, na kwa hivyo anaomba sana tupate kumsaidia. Inawezekana wapelekwe katika udaktari zaidi, ili wapate kuchunguzwa kwa nini miguu yao inaonekana kama ina nguvu, lakini miguu haina nguvu. Shida ni nini? Ni nerves, ni misuli, ni mafupa, ni nini ambayo inafanya mtoto wa mwagike aweze kusimama? Na kwa hivyo kuna mambo ya kupeleka tena mtoto huyo katika udaktari aweze kuchunguzwa. Kuna sehemu nyingine ya kuwanunulia viti hivi vya kuendesha, kwa sababu hii viti vya kuendesha, sababu hawezi kutembea, vyote viti vitatu vinahitajika. Na hakutoka sasa hapo ni tuweze kusimama na huyu mama, hata kama ni kabiashara kadogo, aweze kusimama na nyumba yake, kwa sababu bwana yake alitoka mapema kama wengine na akaweza kuondoka na hajawahi kurudi. Alitoroka, akaona shida imekuwa ni nyingi na akazima simu, hata ukijaribu kumpigia simu uweze kumpata. Na kwa hivyo ningekuomba kwa huruma za Mungu tusimame na Magdalene Jerry, na ninajua ya kwamba Bwana ataweza kukubariki na apate kunibariki sana.
As Save a Life continues to touch lives and be ambassadors of servant leadership, Dr. Murimi took his time to cook for the family, which had not eaten for 2 days. Being neglected was a norm to them, but today they have a shoulder.